Um, Today's subject is a comparison Greek mythology and Genesis. We heard about Prometheus. You know we heard that he steal fire from the Zeus and passed to the human being. Yeah, looks like very nice God. Now, in order to compare Genesis and this story, we have to go to a little history. Okay. Now, Zeus is let's say king of all gods. Okay. Now, Zeus fought with a Titan. And then in this Titan god, Prometheus would belong to this Titan. However, Prometheus has ability to see future. So his name is his meaning of forethought. So he could tell the future, but he was also blacksmith. And then after Prometheus knew that Zeus going to win over Titan, so he came to the Zeus and belonged to him. Then they won against Titan. After war, that Prometheus is not belong to 12 god. 12 god in Greece is very similar like 12 tribes in the Genesis. However, that after war, everything become peaceful. Then Zeus thought, wait a second, that's so peaceful, but there is no activity in over there. So what about making some animal and mankind? Now this story is very similar, like Genesis 4th day. God pleased for everything. Then 5th day, God created animal, and 6 days, God created a human being. So Zeus decide create that. So Zeus asked Prometheus, why don't you make some animal and human being? So Prometheus, okay. Then he search all around in the area. Then he found most fertile land. Then from there, he collect clay, dirt. Okay. So this story is also similar, isn't it? Then Prometheus has a brother. His name is Prometheus. However, the meaning is afterthought and excuse. Some stories that Prometheus make an animal and Prometheus made human being. But my story, what I understand is that Prometheus made an animal with clay. Then give to brother Prometheus. Then Prometheus, okay, this is the lion. Okay, I'm gonna give you, sharp teeth to bite something. Then for eagle, crow, to catch. and for the horse, the ability to run fast. So he gave all the ability to all the animal, and nothing left. So Prometheus and could not give anything to human being. Now this story is pretty similar. Adam, named all kinds of animal on fifth day. Okay. Now Prometheus, made a human being with clay, and very similar with God. And then, he made many statues. Then ask female goddess and Athena. Then would you please put the life force into my statue? So then Athena give them life breathe, then become man. Now Prometheus so far all the statues just a man, not woman. Okay. Now man created, then the purpose of Zeus creation of human being is let them offer all cow to catch the cow. So human being catch the cow and offer to Zeus, and Zeus eat all kind of flesh and the bone. Okay, you eat that, and just give the bone to human being. Then Prometheus, I made this one. Then they just suffer for catching the cow and eating only bone, and he was sorry about it. So Prometheus gave an idea. Okay, make a 2 box, and one box filled with all kind of flesh, meat, and then another box filled with all the bone. Then cover up with cow skin. Then on the meat box, they put all kinds of intestine in there. Then the other one is cover up with very thin, with a lot of white, the fat in there, cover up. Then ask Zeus, which box do you want? One for you, one for human being. And Zeus said, I'm going to take it, white, meat. So he took it. So since then, Zeus eat only all kinds of bone only, and human being may be able to eat all the meat. Now Zeus become angry. So Zeus, asked his, another god called Kratos and Bia, and captured, Prometheus and tied up with, the iron. Then on the top of the, Caucasus mountain on the rock. Then the eagle come and start to eat and his liver every day. But Prometheus, this guy, he could not die. The next day, the liver grow up again. Then the eagle come and eat again. But still, Zeus angry, so he asked his son Hephaestus and make a human being with clay, woman, this woman, Pandora. And you know the old story about the Pandora, that, in the box, everything is gone, sorrow, anger, and everything, but only hope left over. And this famous story. Now, the story I'm telling, let's compare Greek mythology and Genesis. The fourth day, very peaceful, and fifth day, make animal, and the sixth day, make a human being, and then made in the clay, then give the breath of life, and also man made first, then woman made later. The story is so similar, isn't it? We didn't look at it, compare much, but the people who study about this Greek mythology and Genesis, this is too similar. Now, when this Greek mythology was written, is 2,900 years ago, BC 900. And we know that, Homerus and wrote two books, Iliad and Odyssey. There was BC 700. So then he talked about the lots of, Greek god. So obviously that the Greek mythology is before, BC 700. So BC 900, that makes a lot of sense. Now, we understood so far that, Moses wrote Genesis, and that must be at least, BC 1500. However, I, made a video already that, Moses could not write Genesis because of Genesis chapter 36, verse 31, because there is a name of King of Israel, or the word of reign, R-E-I-G-N, that means God, God, a king, God, govern. So, as I mentioned in the video, that this Bible is written about BC 400. Now, this Greek mythology is written BC 900, and Genesis written BC 400. So Greek mythology is at least 500 years before. We don't call that Greek mythology is the story is a Bible. It is just a mythology. That's it. But story is very similar. Greek mythology, and then Genesis chapter 1, chapter 2. But we believe the Bible itself is true. Nothing is wrong, and absolute true. Not one word cannot be changed. Then maybe BC 400, they make a copy of the story of Greek mythology, made a story. That's my opinion. Your opinion may be different. However, that, this kind of thing, so many of them, we look at it one by one, and then you are the judge. Who is real writer of Genesis? If Genesis is fake mythology, whole Bible, like a New Testament, beautiful story, beautiful lesson in there, but without the head. It's just like a body without the head. If Genesis is not true, let's talk about one by one. Thank you so much for your watching.